Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So apologies that I've not been making videos for the last week or so, but I've finally finished my final essay and I've handed it all in and I'm officially finished with my degree. So I am now back and I will be back throughout the summer making new videos. So I thought I would come back today with a video that's been highly requested for quite a while now by a lot of my viewers, and I've wanted to do this ever since I started my blog back in 2012, and it is a video on how to curl your hair if you're blind or partially sighted. So for those of you who are new to my channel or don't really know a lot about me, I have been visually impaired since birth. I was born with a condition called central optic dysplasia and I'm blind in my right eye and have severe vision loss in my left eye. So of course curling my hair has always been an issue for me, and I have spent many a year scouring the aisles of Boots and Superdrug to find hair products that help me to curl my hair, and I've finally come across one that actually really helps me to do it even though I have a sight impairment, and that is the Babyliss Pro Secret Styler, or the Babyliss Pro Curl Secret. You probably have seen this actually, it's quite a popular tool in the beauty world. There are people who are a bit dubious of it because obviously it does feed the hair into this little chamber, but I got it for Christmas and I've been using it and I love it, and I think for me personally it's the best thing to curl your hair if you're visually impaired and you have trouble curling your hair. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial with this product and showing you how I curl my hair with it. I would just like to stipulate though, I am not sponsored by Babyliss to be using this. I just wanted to make it off my own back and I wanted to show you a product that I personally think works well. Also, just to answer a question that a lot of you have been asking me about my hair, it's not dyed. This is my natural hair colour. I'm naturally redhead, so just thought I'd answer that because a few of you have been asking me that in the comments. So anyway, I'm going to get into it. So first of all, I want to give you a bit of a backstory about this. So basically, as you can see, it's not like anything you probably would have seen before. You basically put a section of your hair through it vertically and it will feed it into this chamber, it will rotate it round, it will curl it, and then you open it up and it lets it out. It's a very safe product to use. You can't really burn yourself because obviously the curl bit's inside and it's very difficult to burn yourself or your hair, to be honest. There's a number of settings on it, so you can have it on either a low heat or a medium heat. You can have it on either 8 seconds, you can have it on 10 seconds or 12 seconds, depending on what sort of curl you want. Today I'm going to go with the 10-second curl, or possibly the 12, because I'm going to be filming more videos after this, so I want my curl to stay in for longer. You don't have to do that. If you want to have it on a lower setting, you can do it. It works just well. Always, the chamber which you can feel, the little circular chamber on this side of the tool, that always has to be facing your head, the direction of your hair. If it doesn't, if it's on the opposite side, it will probably get your hair caught and you will end up with frazzled hair. That's the only warning I have to give you. Other than that, it's a safe tool to use. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling about this tool and I'm actually going to get into the tutorial. So first thing I'm going to do, you have to have clean hair for this, so I washed my hair last night and I'm just going to quickly give it a brush through just to make sure I've got no kinks or knots in it before I get started, because that will obviously affect the way that the curl comes out. I am going to take my hair and I'm going to part it. So basically I'm just going to take both thumbs on each hand and I'm going to take a small section so I can get it at the bottom, and I'm going to clip the rest of it up so it's out of the way. So the way I usually do this whenever I'm going to be curling my hair, I usually take the section that I've picked and I will part it on either side. So I've got a section on my left and a section on my right, and then I will work from the back to the front. So basically, like, I'll take a section from the back and then when I've curled it, I'll push it out the way so I have less to work with, because I go by touch because I'm visually impaired, so I don't like having all bits of hair in the way, so I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm going to take a section, a very small section, you want no bigger than 1 inch. Is you take the tool and you want to place your hair straight through it, close down, it will take it in, you'll start beeping, and you count the beeps. And that concession of beeps means it's finished, so that's when you can take it out and just let it drop. So as you probably can see, it's a very nice little beachy sort of curl. It's not too big, but it's not too ringlety, so that's what I like about it. Again, taking another section and going to do the same thing. So I'm going to speed this up now and I will talk you through as I do it, but that's basically what you do. So let's get this bottom section finished.
Continue to take small sections of hair and add them to the curler. Release it so that it will take up the curl and then it will curl it and let it go. But one tip I'd also recommend is that you run your fingers along the length of your hair before adding it to the curler, because this will tell you whether you've got any kinks or knots in it, or whether it's particularly dry, or whether you need to add a little bit less or more, and it's a good way of knowing how much you have in the curler.
So if you get, I've got here the more baby hairs, and they're a bit more drier than the other bits of hair. So if you get sections like that, I would recommend just taking smaller sections, because otherwise it might get caught because of the fact that it's a bit more drier. That's kind of what I'm doing now, basically. Just got to move the bit that I've clipped up over to the middle of my hair, because I don't want it getting caught with the rest of hair. So just brush it before you start, make sure you get any knots out, and then it's the same thing, but you're basically just switching the way that you hold the tool, basically.
Be confident with this and take small sections of hair and lay them vertically across the chamber before closing it down. You shouldn't really have any problems, to be honest, as long as you've brushed your hair thoroughly and it's clean. It shouldn't end up getting tangled.
So that's the first section. So it does take some time to get used to, I guess, and obviously if you have it on a higher setting like me, it can take longer. So you just want to take sections from each side. I'm probably taking a bit too much for this section, but never mind. And just keep taking sections and moving them to the front of your hair either side so you can work with it easier. You should see my mother, she's wincing behind the camera. She hates it when I use this product because she thinks I'm going to get it caught in my hair. It's not as scary as it looks, I promise, otherwise I wouldn't use it because I'm the worst with this sort of thing. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is that if you put too much hair in it, the sensor will make a bleeping noise that will stop and it won't take the hair. So it's got a sensor built in, so if you do it wrong, then it should pick up on it and it should be like, hey, you've done it wrong, Missy, take your hair out, please. I start midway usually with my hair, by the way, because my hair's quite long. If I started from the very top, it probably wouldn't curl as well. As you probably can see, if you move your hair to the back, it's easier to work with. Otherwise, you'll have all bits of hair and you don't know which bit you've curled, which bit you've not, and it just you get into a real faff. I mean, this method for me personally works really well.
To release the hair, all you have to do is open it and slowly move it down, releasing the hair. But don't keep it closed when you are going to remove the hair. You need to just open the chamber so that the hair can be released. You don't really have to worry about burning your fingers because you don't really ever touch the curling chamber when you put the hair in. One thing I'd also say is to take smaller sections of hair once you get towards the top, because you want probably more defined curls at the top as you carry on going up. Take small sections of hair from the base when you're taking more out of the clip. Don't ever take really big sections because that makes it difficult when you're visually impaired and just going by touch to work out what sections you've curled and which you haven't. And I'd also say remember to put the hair behind where your back is so that you're not having more hair so you get confused, because the worst thing is when you curl it and there's straight bits left in because you haven't noticed them. You may want to section your hair off into 2 clips if this is easier for you. I personally go with 1 because I don't really want my hair to be hanging in the way when I'm using this, because I don't like the thought of it getting tangled. But depending on how long your hair is, if your hair's quite short, this might be easier for you. Just see what works for you really and just get used to the tool itself. But personally, I would recommend just working with 1. Make sure when you're curling this you have no sections of hair that are from 2 different parts of the head. Make sure that they're relatively close together, otherwise it might end up getting tangled or you might pull it. So just make sure you run your finger across the base where you're going to be doing the hair, just to ensure that you have got a nice small section and it's all from the same part of your head.
So now I'm just going to quickly tease this fringe. I've below setting now like 6 seconds because I only want to give it a really light curl.
I'm just taking really small sections of hair from my fringe and just gently teasing them into a curl, just to give it a nice soft look.
So I'm just going to quickly tease that a little bit with my fingers, just merge it in, just so that it looks a bit more natural looking. And then final touch, hairspray, because you don't want to have to spend all that time curling your hair without some hairspray. So I am taking the L'Oreal L-Net hairspray and I'm just going to put a bit of this onto my hair. So that is me done. I really hope you enjoyed this hair tutorial today. I'm happy to do more tutorials, but I'm not the best with hair as a rule. I mean, I can do some things, but I'm better with makeup and things like that. So, but let me know what you thought of this video. Comment below if you've tried this product and you have any feedback on it. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. I will put the link to this in the description. It is around the £100 region, so it's not the cheapest thing on the market, but it does work really well. So it's good if you're looking for a present for someone who's visually impaired, or you want it for yourself or whatever. It would particularly be a good product to use. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one.